Hello students. So now we will start here practice set 1.3 which is based on the conditional statement and converse. Okay. So we have to discuss in earlier videos that what is the conditional statement and how to design the converse from that statement. Okay. So now we will start here the practice set 1.3 here. Write the following statement in if then form. When the statement in if then form, then it is called as the conditional statement. We will discuss this part in earlier video. Okay, so we have to write down the following statements in if then form. That means we have to write down the given statement in conditional form. Okay, so how to write this? So first question is what? The opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. Okay, opposite angles of the parallelograms are congruent. So how to write this in the conditional form? So if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, okay, then opposite angle of that quadrilateral are congruent. Okay, this one, any diagram that is parallelogram, rhombus, they are a type of the quadrilateral. When we say that the given quadrilateral is parallelogram, then definitely its opposite angles are congruent. Okay, so after converting this statement, that is if opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent, then we can say that if a quadrilateral is a parallelogram, okay, if the quadrilateral is parallelogram, then their opposite angles of that quadrilateral are congruent. Okay, so this is first one. Next, the diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. Okay, diagonals of the rectangle are what? They are a congruent. Okay, what is meant by the diagonals? Listen, rectangle means like this. Okay, diagonals means this part, okay, and this one. So when we call the quadrilateral or rectangle, then their diagonals are congruent. Congruent means what? Same. The measure of these two one is what? Same. So how to write this? If the quadrilateral is rectangle, if this quadrilateral is rectangle, then their diagonals are what? Their diagonals are congruent. Okay, so if quadrilateral is rectangle, then diagonals are congruent. Simple. Okay, now next, that is an isosceles triangle, the segment joining the vertex and the midpoint of the base is perpendicular to the base. So how to write this? If a triangle is an isosceles, then the segment joining the vertex of the triangle and midpoint of base is perpendicular to the base. Simple. Okay, we have to apply here only the if instead of the is here. Clear? Then we have to find out here what if then statement from the given statement. Clear? So this is very simple actually. Okay, so you should understand this one very clearly here. Now next question is we have to find out the right converse of the following statement. Okay, we have to find out the converse. Converse means what? Yes, converse means what? We have to interchange the antecedent and consequent. What is meant by the antecedent? Antecedents are those part which are followed by the if statement or if part, and then consequent are those part which are followed by the then statement. Okay, clear? So we have to form here converse. Okay, so your first statement is what? The alternate angle formed by two parallel lines and their transversal are congruent. Okay, and their transversal are congruent. So just tell me, this statement is a conditional statement? Yes? No, it is not a conditional statement. So first of all, convert it to the conditional statement. Okay, or if you are able to directly write down the converse, then it's okay. But you don't know, the first convert it to the conditional statement, and then then you have to find out the converse. Okay, so first of all, in this solution we have to convert here given statement into the conditional statement. So how to convert this statement into the conditional? That is, if alternate angles formed by two parallel lines. Okay, that means whatever the alternate angle formed by the two parallel lines, then their transversal are congruent. Okay, that means what is the given statement here? the alternate angle formed by two parallel lines and their transversal are congruent. Okay, then I want to put here if then. If alternate angles formed by two parallel lines, then their transversal are congruent. So this is the conditional statement. Then what is meant by the converse? Listen, this part. If part called as what? This part is called as a antecedent. Okay, this part is called as a antecedent, and after then part is called as a consequent. Okay, like this. So consequent and antecedent, when we change this antecedent with consequent and consequent with antecedent, then it is called as a converse. Okay, converse of the given statement. So how to do this? Okay, if the alternate angle made by two lines and their transversal, okay, that means whatever angles made by the two lines and their transversal are congruent, then these two lines are called as a parallel lines. Okay, then their two lines are parallel. Okay, so in this way we have to solve here question number 2. From question number 2, first question is here. Now next we have to discuss our next part. Second one, if a pair of the interior angle made by transversal and two lines are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Listen, this statement is what? This statement is already in the conditional statement because there is a if and then. Okay, so no need to convert it to the conditional statement. So directly you have to write down the converse of this one. So what is the statement here? If a pair of the interior angle made by the transversal of two lines are supplementary, then the lines are parallel. Okay, so how to converse it? Okay, if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, okay, two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, then we can say that then the interior angle formed by the transversal are supplementary. Just opposite the statement. Clear? Okay, understand this one. Now next, that is third one. Okay, what is the third here? The diagonals of the rectangle are congruent. Listen here. So this is the conditional statement? No. So first of all convert it to the conditional statement. If the quadrilateral is a rectangle, then its diagonals are congruent. Okay, then what is the converse of this one? If the diagonals of quadrilateral are congruent, then that quadrilateral is a rectangle. Okay, just we have to opposite this statement. Okay, so in this way we have to complete here practice set 1.3. okay, so today we'll stop here. Thank you, students.